You probably had two distinct stages to your life: life before an active Epstein Barr virus and life after an active Epstein Barr virus. And you probably find that it sabotaged your health and your life in a big way. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to win the struggle of Epstein Barr virus, hypothyroidism, and Hashimoto's. Ready? Let's get started. Hey, Julia Tavel here, certified holistic nutritionist at rossomhealthy.com, helping you create healthy hormones, healthy body, and a life of your dreams completely naturally. And if you're brand new to our channel, make sure that you subscribe now and hit that bell notification to always stay up to date with our latest videos. All right, let's dive into our subject today. So, Epstein Barr virus is something that I had experienced myself and something that caused my Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism and adrenal fatigue and a lot of other health challenges. So something that I can relate to very well myself. And it's something that you can actually get on top of when you have the right strategy in place. Now, Epstein Barr virus is actually a very common virus in our world. So it's a member of a herpes family, and it can cause a lot of negative reactions in the body, including an autoimmune reaction. And what happens with viruses is that they don't just live in your blood, they live in your cells, and those cells go to your organs. So viruses can start living in particular parts of your body. And if Epstein Barr virus goes to your thyroid, then it can start causing Hashimoto's thyroiditis. What happens is that the body fights against the viruses. Yeah, so it starts protecting you against the virus, starts causing inflammation around your thyroids, in case of the thyroid, for example. And then that starts triggering an autoimmune reaction in the body. And then that raises your antibodies. And then Hashimoto starts causing hypothyroidism because the thyroid gland is becoming affected by it, and because the virus causing a lot of damage to the thyroid gland. So then you get diagnosed with hypothyroidism. So hypothyroidism is the first step usually that women get diagnosed with. It's the first thing that women get diagnosed with. That's how it happened for me. When I was in my early 20s, I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism. Had no idea about autoimmune diseases and Hashimoto's, had no idea about Epstein Barr viruses and parasites and viruses and gut dysbiosis back then. So I went straight on medication, and the majority of women will experience the same thing. So they will get prescribed a medication if they got diagnosed. A lot of women live with really debilitating symptoms every single day without knowing what's going on with them. So they will wake up feeling exhausted, feeling depressed. They will see how their hair is falling out. They will experience low libido. They will experience depression and anxiety. And they will experience a lot of symptoms that they cannot describe. And unless they find a doctor who will suggest thyroid panel test, and unless they find a doctor who will test for their antibodies, they will live with those symptoms. So millions of women having to live with these symptoms on a day-to-day basis. So it's devastating. And hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, is becoming an epidemic in our world. And a lot of it is to do with underlying causes of it that not many doctors know about. So I have a question for you. Have you ever been diagnosed with Epstein Barr virus? And do you have other symptoms that are just really mysterious? So there's a lot of other symptoms that you're experiencing and doctors can't seem to explain what they are. Let me know in the comment section. So usually what happens in the medical world, the doctors don't know why autoimmune diseases happen. What happens in our world as a world of alternative health practitioners who use a more of a functional overall approach to your health is that we know that things don't just happen without a reason, that they get triggered. And an autoimmune disease gets triggered by certain things in your life. And one of the triggers is an Epstein Barr virus. It's not the only trigger of autoimmune diseases, but it's quite a big trigger of autoimmune diseases. So it's something that you need to get on top of and deactivate in your body in order to reverse that autoimmune reaction. Now, one of the dangers of not addressing the root cause of your autoimmune disease is that it can develop into other autoimmune diseases. And because those viruses keep on living in your body and they're active and they're thriving, they can start living in other parts of your body as well. So they can start living in your joints, causing rheumatoid arthritis, for example. They can start causing lupus. They can start causing type 1 diabetes. They can start causing other autoimmune diseases that seriously damage people's lives, that compromise people's lives, and can even lead to death. Yes, an autoimmune disease is one of the 10 most common causes of death in our world. So it's not something to be taken lightly. So knowing all this, understanding that Epstein Barr Virus, as well as other viruses and other bad bacteria in your body, can lead to such devastating consequences, what is it that you can do to take charge of your health? Well, having reversed my own Epstein Barr Virus and Hashimoto's, and having also recovered from a major health crisis in my life, I can tell you that you have the power to turn everything around. And regardless whether you've been sick for decades or you've been sick for a number of years, you can still return to that vibrant state of health. For some people it will take longer, some people will experience faster results. And one of the first steps that you need to make is changing your nutrition. And no, it's not going to be that common paleo or keto approach that you hear about. And you might be wondering why. Well, one of the things that you must do is to boost your immune system. So your body gets on top of things. Instead of just constantly being burdened by these viruses and bad bacteria, it starts to get on top of things. And in order for you to experience that, you have to lead a very clean lifestyle. So the foods that are very quick and easy to digest, and the foods that can help you repair the damage that's already been done to your body. So you've probably got poor functioning liver, poor functioning gut, and all these organs must be repaired in order for you to reverse your health challenges. So why aren't we using keto and paleo approach to help you do that? Well, first, we need a lot of antioxidants in our diet. Second, we need a lot of fiber in our diet to repair the health of our gut. And third, we need a lot of sugar, natural glucose in our diet in order to fuel our liver, in order to fuel our body, in order to fuel your brain as well, so you can have more energy and you can start thriving. And fourth, we must consume the foods that are quick and easy to digest and assimilate, that the foods that supply us with optimal nutrition in order for us to thrive. So the food is not sat there and digesting for days and fermenting and putrefying. Instead, we need to eat the foods that are quick and easy to digest. So for this, we're going to be using a fruit-based lifestyle plan. This is the lifestyle plan that I followed personally for the last 10 years. Yes, a decade. And I not only that, I went through healthy pregnancy and gave birth to a healthy daughter on this lifestyle as well. And this is the lifestyle plan that has helped hundreds of our clients return back to health after they've tried keto and paleo and failed with it. So fruit-based, low-fat, high in raw foods lifestyle plan. That's your first step. Next step is addressing the virus itself and getting rid of the virus, or deactivating the virus. What do you do that with? We're going to be using herbs, and we're going to be using certain herbs. So if in case of Epstein Barr Virus, so cat's claw, for example, is excellent, and also licorice, and also lemon balm. And lemon balm is going to attack the virus, and it's going to also help you control that anxiety that people usually experience when they go through thyroid imbalances and autoimmune diseases and fighting with viruses and so forth. And also, we're going to be looking at the health of your gut. So what do we need to repair? What do we need to get rid of? Is it gut dysbiosis? Is it candida that we need to address? So all these things need to be addressed in order for you to move forward and send that Epstein Barr virus and other viruses to sleep. And I can tell you that a lot of people will struggle with the implementation side of things. Yes, the information side is great, but the implementation side of things is where they need help. And if you know that you need help, don't hide from it. Just recognize it, acknowledge it, and embrace it, and get help, and move forward, and create the life that you are here to live. But don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in a place where your health is falling apart and you can't do anything about it, and you're just feeling worse and worse every single day. You can thrive, and you can turn everything around. So to help you make that vital step, we've put together a special free online masterclass where we'll show you the 5 steps our clients use to get their health back. And whether it's reversing an autoimmune disease or improving their hypothyroidism, dropping that excess weight and restoring energy levels, something that you're going to be learning during the masterclass. So go ahead and register, and I look forward to seeing you on the next page. Thanks for watching.